Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. So on the bottom left side as the Lord Commissar, we have AlphaLegion. Spawn as the Tech Marine, we have OverLORDY. Spawn as the Force Commander, we have Sparkky. And as the Chaos Sorcerer, we have a Cold Penguin. Flintstone's Battle Wagon. Yeah, but that'll do. I have no idea what's going on with that chat.
Your allies have captured a power node.
We got some points being captured up, not big surprise. Scouts may find each other. Force Commander or Tech Marine is captured this power point now. Over here, you got the Chaos Marines and the Chaos Sorcerer eyeing for the southern points. Force Commander and Tactical Marine Squad maybe on to deactivate this point. The Scouts will get overran. He does fall back nice and early. Does not want to get the Scout Squad damaged. And now these units are starting to flank. Scout Squad seems a bit of small arms fire. Got the Sentinel now stomping around. Chaos Marines now engaging the high ground. These Imperial Guardsmen, one that's only fighting, so it's sustained a bit damage there. I think they're being upgraded to Sergeant as well. One's upgraded to Sergeant. Tactical Marine Squad engaging the Tech Marine. Force Commander tying up that squad up with melee. Got the Sentinel there, gets a nice knockdown there. Raider Squad received quite a bit of damage there. It is falling back, down to 30-something health, but should be able to escape out of there. And you got the Chaos Sorcerer there. Oh, that's a unique special attack. I haven't seen that one before. It looks like the Force Commander does win this engagement, forcing back the Tech Marine and his forces. I generally have never seen that special attack before. You know how the Chaos Marine has special attack, but execution animation. You know how they got the Chaos Marine squad going to be pursued by the Sentinel. It's still maybe on cooldown, but as long as they're facing away, the Sentinel's going to receive any additional damage. Now I got the Tactical Marine Squad engaging the Tactical Marine Squad. Force Commander's going to try to tie up the melee. There's a garrison here for them. He does fall into the bunker. And let's see, there's playing windows on the side or firing spots. Standing markers, really should say. Guardsman does see a bit of damage there, does fall back. Got two Chaos Marine Squads, and a Heretic. You usually see two Heretics, especially for Chaos Sorcerer, so it gets a lot of corpses or Heretics to sacrifice for energy. You now got a heavy weapons team, Devastator Squad deployed on the field. Scout Squad pushing forward as well. We do down have here, got the Chaos Marines here being upgraded the Eternal War and being upgraded the Eternal War. Chaos Heretics do have the camouflage there. Does not provide extra health regen like the Nurgle ritual. And this Scout Squad does fall back. Agion Devils being employed on the field. Not uncommon. Lord Commissar makes his advance. Ritual still active there, providing some good camouflage. Devastator has packed on up, repositioning, trying to find a better angle. More power generators going up. Got two generators over here, three generators over here, two generators down here, and two, and 0. 1, I should say. We got now a Devastator Marine deployed on Alp, along with a Assault Marine squad. Devastators have get a bit of suppression in these forces there. Assault Marines are going to gauge the Devastators. Got Tarantula Sentry Gun here as well, needs a bit of suppression. Assault Marines and the Force Commander does fully withdraw from the area. Imperial Guard making an advance. Does have sergeants on both these squads, as well as the Agion Devils making their advance. Sentinel will be pushing his way forward. Do have the ritual over here. I think he has the improved camouflage detection there on the Sentinel. However, the Agion Devil squad is a camouflage detector as well, who's not in the current area. Over here, do got the Tech Marine push way forward. We do now have a flamethrower upgrade on the Tactical Marine Squad, designed for some gen bashing. Chaos Marines getting some damage there onto the Sentinel. Got a nice cast there onto the Pure Guardsman, getting some massive damage onto them. Lord Commissar upgraded the Power Sword, also gets a grant leads by example ability, as well as the compare pace armor. Over Flamethrower, we'll be able to torch the Tarantula Sentry gun there. Let's get knocked back there. Devastators could finish it off there. Could see a grenade being cast there by the Scout Squad, the Sergeant. And Assault Marine Squad may need to fall back. They're fighting damage there. Assault Marines are engaging. Tarantula Sentry gun does go down. Chaos Marines push way forward. They have Havoc now set up in the field, suppressing down the Casual Devils. And we've got the Lord Commissar getting annihilated by the Havoc. Does throw a smoke grenade on Spear Guardsman. Looks like they did execute one of the models there, but looks like the effect has worn off. Sentinel slowly picking off one power generator. We've got these forces being forced back as well. Does fall back that squad in time before getting killed off by that barrage. Now got tier 2 being researched by the Lord Commissar. It's unlikely going to be the Tech Marines going to pick up the Lord Commissar. He's way too far behind territory. Chaos Sorcerer, see a bit of fire there. Send an Iron for a bit of a stomp. Nope, he's not. Destroyed the heavy cover. Havoc getting some great damage there, down to 7 health, 3 health. He's even vulnerable to the defense crew's small arms fire. And he does manage to get away. That stomp saved him. Trying to be upgraded to missile launcher now. He also needs some repairs really, really badly. Chaos Sorcerer being upgraded to tier 2, so has the Tech Marine. Casual Devils got a nice grenade launcher barrage. And now we've got the Flare there to reduce the max range of these forces. It does actually affect the Chaos Havoc. Casual Devils push way forward. He does get the Lord Commissar deployed. Does get a decent cast there onto the Casual Devils there with the Chaos Sorcerer. You may want to take one of these Heretics and eat him for energy. And Imperial Guardsman just getting suppressed there. Do not have another Tech Marine squad being pulled up by the Tech Marine. And Missile Launcher does not find a good barrage there, getting caught up in terrain. Power generator does go down there, trying to hit these heretics now. Does get a small hit, so needs a lot of repairs. He's getting some good damage there onto those heretics now. Power generator will go down. Another power generator will go down as well. Now the Havoc setting up, getting some good suppression there on the Casual Devils. Does get knocked back. Assault Marines do jump on in, knocking back these forces. They will be engaging the Tech Marine squad. He does have the Sergeant upgrade. The other one does not have the Sergeant just yet. Force Commander does engage him. He has been upgraded with Chain, Sword, and Storm Shield. It does give him some range resistance and damage. Scout Squad does get knocked back there. Do not have the Blood Crusher being employed on the field by the Chaos Sorcerer. Crack Missile does find a shot there, but it does need to fall back, just a bit too much damage. No Melter Bombs on the Assault Marines. Lord Commissar charging forward, and see has no decorator. Let's just do this, and then do this. Okay, it has to be outside the Fog of War for that to happen. Lord Commons are getting knocked around. Half the Marine Squad falling back as well. Good special attack there, knocking back the Force Commander, or the Lord Commissar. And the Force Commander is falling back. There we go, that should make that Decorator return. Casual Devils do fall back as well. Yep, there's the Decorator. No, now see a bit of fire there. Do now the Devastator sitting on up. We'll be able to suppress the Tactical Marine Squad. However, it does not see the point. Blood Crusher charging forward. The Sentinel, of course, can't fire crack missiles. He's going to try to tank it. Lord Commissar does get knocked back there. He does have plasma guns here as well. That Sentinel does fire against the wrong target there. Chains of Torment does connect there. Lord Commissar will go down once again. Fires another crack missile there. This time the Lord Commissar can be re-picked up by his teammate this time. And now got the Devastator getting knocked back there by Assault Marines once again. Tactical Marine Squad of Flamethrower advancing forward as well. Gets a good knocked back there on the Stern Guard veterans. And Stern Guard veteran squad does fall back now. Devastator may go down. Tactical Marine gain knockback. Has been upgraded to Sigil Armor, which grants the Mark Target ability. Scout Squad does fall back as well, and Devastator gets some bit damage as well. And now got the Imperial Guardsmen falling back. And now the Tactical Marine Squad is falling back as well. This point is being decaptured. Or been deactivated, now being decaptured. It's going to go ahead and take time to destroy these power generators. The Flamethrower makes short work of it. Now I do have Tier 3 being researched by the Chaos Sorcerer. Tier 3 is already been researched by the Force Commander. And now we've got a full generator bashing over here. Force Commander received a bit of damage there, including the Sacred Standard.
Position point claimed by your allies.
Stormguard veteran received a bit of damage, or going to get some good damage out of the Devastators. Over here, do now the Imperial Guards pushing forward with the plasma guns. Havoc set on up, but as out of range. The Chaos Marines couldn't make their way forward. They both upgraded Inspiring Champion. No plasma guns, no chain axes. And now we do have the auto cannon upgrade, Mark of Corn. Looks like the Lord of Commissar has been picked on up, and since we do have him right there. And there you go. Got the Decorator now back. Blood Crusher does see a bit of fire there. It does activate the flare. The Havoc Squad does fall back. Does use the Terror ability there to force back those Imperial Guardsmen. Do not got the Sentinel Squad receiving quite a bit of damage there. We do have the level 3 Bastion now being researched by the Lord of Commissar. And there goes the Sentinel. Imperial Guardsmen do fall back. Edge Devils do fire a grenade launch barrage over the rocks. What does that say? Land Raider incoming? So it's like sign. Oh! The Force Commander still going for a Land Raider. Do now have Tier 3 being reached by both their opponents. Got a nice little knockback there onto those Cajun Doubles. Now they're falling back immediately. Hydroner will not go down. 12 health remaining. Canadian Carson Squad not being forward on the field. Chains of Torment has been focused down there. Now got the creeping barrage ability right there. Gains good damage there. He fails with a cast. Does use the execute one of the Catch Devil models there, so it can fight better. Try and get that Melta gun to really fire against that Blood Crusher. Imperial Guardsman received quite a bit of damage there. One of them's falling back now. Grenade launch barrage there, knocking back the Chaos Marines there. Force Commander tying them off in melee. We got some good damage there on the Blood Crusher. Melta gun slowly picking away. Let's get another shot there. One more shot, and he should go down. Does go down there. Air Squad tried to get the ritual off, was unsuccessful, and does fall back now. We now have a Chaos Predator being put on the field. Very nice. Mark Corn variant would probably be best at the moment. Land Raider Crusader now low on the field. Right now has a higher BP amount. Blue has a smaller amount. Scout Squad does fall back. Now you got the Assault Marines, gains some good damage there on the Tech Marine, does force back. He has been upgraded the Plasma Gun. Which does have the Plasma Overcharge ability. Getting Cartridge Squad now engaged in the Power Node. Power Node does go down. They still have those power generators up and going. Now heavy weapons team being put on the field, while I can go for a last cannon.
Your allies have won a victory point.
Getting Cartridge Squad pushes the way forward. Do now have the mag mine drop there. And Catch Devils do decide to fall back. Land Raider advance forward. I think he's trying to run over. I wonder if he saw those land mines. He's just trying to camp the point at the moment and make sure it remains unsecure. Do know how the heavy weapons team being upgraded with the las cannon. Chaos Predator push me forward. Upgrade of Marker Corn. That's probably the best variant you can get them right now. We also have the autocannon still here. Up here, do have these forces being forced on back. Down south, Air Squad does get forced back. We do got plasma guns upgrading the Cadian Cartridge Squad. Let's find these landmines there. Scouts knock them both back there.
That is the Imperial Guard.
Does find a last cannon shot there onto the Chaos Predator. Do not have the Stubbornness ability, giving the Lord Commodore massive health regen. Does use the Chaos Ritual there to make sure the Chaos Predator is camouflaged. You can perhaps take time to repair it up. Up here, do got Chaos. We got some Terminators deployed on the field. We will want the Stern Guard veterans and Tactical Marines, and we got full gen bashing up here as well.
Our sorcerer has reached level 3.
Grenade launch barrage does knock back these forces there. We're gonna have the Heretic Squad activate another ritual there. Does get nice chains of torments there. Maybe now it's time for nope. Does get immediately casted there. Does focus down. Does get a nice creeping barrage. And I've got the Chaos Heretics falling back. And I got the Lord of Commissar trying to engage the Chaos Sorcerer. It is when there's 110, so it may have the 10 model health regen there with the nearby heavy weapons team. Force Command start push right forward. We got the Chaos, the regular Terminators upgrade the Assault Cannon now. Get some damage here. Down here, do now the Predator tank does receive a grenade there from the Cadian Cartridge Squad, so being upgraded the Melta guns now. Now they're upgraded Melta guns. They're trying to pursue the Chaos Predator. Chaos Predator does go down, though the Cadian Cartridge Squad does receive quite a bit of damage there. Terminator squad advancing on fort with all his other buddies. Land Raider Crusader, they want to start advancing down south. Autocannon Havoc could try setting up on its teammate's flank. Flare has been cast there. It does force back both those Chaos Marine squads. Wait. That's, where is it retreating back to? You now have this, fresh squad of Terminators. Assault Terminators now deployed on the field by the Force Commander. Trying to engage the assault, the regular Terminators. You now have the assault squad jumping on in. We'll find some landmines there, knocking back some of this force there. Does get a not great caster, but does get some decent damage. Chaos Marines pushing forward. Looks the Havoc squad is their retreat point. You now got the Chaos Terminators detonating all those landmines there. Got now the Chaos Lord falling on back. Does go down, however. Marine, as we upgrade the orb on Messiah, you're now this squad falling back, Imperial Guardsmen, and these forces are seeing a bit of fire as upon the retreat. We've got plasma guns in the tactical Marine squads, Sturger veterans, and not upgraded, not loaded crack rounds. You now have the Lemur Rust being deployed on the field, and we now do have a Chaos Predator as well. Lemur Rust probably needs to upgrade the Vanquisher cannon. Lemur Rust probably needs to be upgraded, or not Lemur Rust, the Predator team probably needs to be upgraded the last cannon. You now have the plasma gun upgrades onto the Chaos Marines. Probably a good idea for all the heavy infantry. Does load up some crack rounds there. Land Raider Crusade or Demers are in the region still. Lemur Rust unupgraded, advancing forward, has a lot of Imperial Guardsmen here. Hitting Carson squad has the melter gun still. Trying to rotate around, receiving some crack rounds. Salt Marines jump next to the Land Raider for some odd reason. Does receive orbs on Messiah. Predator squad getting reinforced by his buddy. Salt Terminators could try teleporting in to hit the Lemur Rust. And now got these Chaos Marines falling back. They are falling back to the Land Raider Crusader, or Redeemer. I've got a flare here to reduce these max range. That's a great spot for that flare. Do some significant effects there. You now have the Icon of Zinch upgraded, as well as the Rod of Warfire. Your Guardsman squad does fall back. Terminators engaging the Terminators. Terminators do teleport away from Terminators. Lemurus receiving some repairs there. Lemurus has plenty of health. Got now the Tactical Marine squad. Trying to get some good damage there. Getting the Casual Devil squad gets annihilated by the giant flamethrowers, as was by the small flamethrower. Terminator Assault squad trying to hack apart the Terminator squad. And that is a smart target there from the Tech Marine. He needs to teleport out of there, just needs to get on out of there. Lemurus received a bit of damage there. Nothing too hard to counter, just a lot of chip damage. Does fall back there. Flamethrowers are firing, gets a bit damage on the Scout Squad. Scout Squad may go down. You may use the cone grenade effect there. I think that's a good time for it. Orbs on side does connect. Even Barrage not being called on in. He's actually out of energy, that's why he's not able to use that ability. Our pushers full forward. Scout's trying to repair it up. The Heritage could try repairing it up as well. Last cannon setting on up, trying to get some more hits down to the Land Raider. Blue has a captain's favor, slowly getting the VPs in their favor. Does soft retreat or retreat away to the Land Raider. Getting Carson squad does decapture this point there, but is receiving autocannon fire. A lot of these forces see a bit of fire there. Does fall back. It's just hard from the retreat back to get some healing without retreating back to his own base. He's not Nurgle as well, so can't get his ritual to get healing. Decides to full retreat now. These forces are falling back. It's a bad retreat path, however. He's getting repairs on the Land Raider. Grenade has been thrown. Does miss. Lehman Russ has to upgrade the Vanquisher. We got 2 autocannons now deployed on the field for the Chaos Sorcerer. He has plenty of energy, probably for the rest of the game. that a mine drop? Yeah, got a mine drop there. Just trying to slow down the opponents. This opponent's being captured on up, and soon the VPs are counting down against blue. Heretics trying to capture along the flank. We got the two Imperial Chaos Marines here. Havocs are set up over here. We do now have the Lord of Kalmazar trying to be recovered by the Tech Marine. We got autocannons here, but it looks like they're out of vision range.
Do not lose us that power node.
Now the Lord of Kalmazar is getting forced back by the autocannon. Got its forces pushing way forward. Got the Storm Guard veteran getting some damage here. Action Devil Squad to see quite a bit of damage there. There's a lot of warp fire cast there.
That's a good position.
You may fail us this day.
Chaos Marines push way forward, trying to get some damage on the Kid and Carter Squad. Just now swapping back the plasma guns. Does throw a grenade there. Grenade from the Scout Squad as well. Both they both get dodged. Kid and Carter Squad falling back. Got a lot of forces here. Storm Guard Veterans, Tactical Marine Squad, Terminators, as well as the Tech Marine upgrade of the Melter Gun. Havoc Squad does fall back. That's a third Havoc Squad, unupgraded apparently. And the Force Command try to push over here. Not successful. Land Raider Redeemer still, Redeemer is still receiving some repairs. Predator Tank being upgraded with extra armor. They need to focus on center. The Chaos Splitters are trying to push down south, and so far it's been unsuccessful. Need some damage there onto these Imperial Guardsmen. Havoc or Devastator sitting on up, does get forced back there. Scout Iron to hit this point. The more times you capture this point, the more rapidly boosting us will go down. Assault Marines jump on forward. They may have melter bombs. They do have melter bombs available. They do get the melter bomb off. Missile launcher in pursuit of the Demon Rust does get his rear armor not exposed. Receive a hit there. The missile launcher squad does fall back. Assault Marines receive quite damage. So does Force Commander. Does force back all these squads. Chaos Marines now advance forward. Autocannons, all three of them in this area. They'll provide some good fire support. Now I do have the Fist of Brockus, giving the None Shall Fall ability, making it so all nearby allied units cannot die. They can still take damage, but they cannot die. Land Raider Redeemer advancing on forward. Hey, you want to go forward for the big cone ability. Predator gains some damage there onto the Tactical Marine Squad. Do now the Kid and Carter Squad gets a good cast there as the Plasma Melter Guns there takes out the Predator tank. Chaos Predator. Ritual there, does camouflage the Chaos Marines. Land Raider advancing forward, able to get some good flamethrower damage now. Imperial Guardsmen advancing forward. And now the Assault Marines try and go for a Melter Bomb onto the Lehman Rust. Is that an orbital bombardment? And it is right now slowed down. Assault Marines may go down. First explosion looks like will miss. Fist of Rocks has been activated there, which will prevent the nukes from annihilating his forces. They're in retreat as well. They're scattered, but alive. In fact, they are so scattered, they are going the opposite direction after going one direction there. Hitting Carson Squad does go down. Another mine drop there. This one's been captured up. Red has captured this point there, and blue will lose the game. That is the end of the replay. This is Anchorage saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.